Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. So I got a couple of requests to do a tutorial on how to do hip thrust correctly so you could actually grow those glutes, shape them, perk them up, whatever your goal is. I got you. I love doing hip thrust, and I started off doing just 75-pound hip thrust, which was my first time that I was doing actual hip thrust off the bench. And now I'm up to 400 pounds. And you can see right here, my glutes have changed so much. It's amazing. And I feel like everyone wants that, at least some part of that. So either you don't have a top glute that you want to work that upper shelf, either you don't have a wider glutes where you want to work the sides, or overall just maybe pull them up a little bit, make them bigger, more round, whatever your goal is, right? So hip thrust is the first and the only exercise that you need to be focused on with all of your breath. You need to up that weight, you need to challenge yourself, but the form is most important, because what you want to do, you want to actually feel those glutes, not your quads, not your hamstrings, not your lower back. You want to work them glutes. If you don't have a bench, you can do glute bridges. It's the same thing, just off the ground. But I will show you how to do hip thrust off the bench. I have a barbell, so let's go. If you're using a barbell, you're gonna want some kind of padding because you don't want those bruises on your hip. So I have a pad like this, which works just fine. I have a pad like this. Usually gyms have some sort of padding that you could use if you're doing hip thrust, but you want something softer. I see a lot of women using yoga mats. They just fold them up, and that works too. So whatever you have, you want some sort of padding for the bruising, because trust me, the heavier you go, the harder it is to run away from those bruises. So the first thing that we're gonna focus on is, where does your back go on this bench? Guys, trust me, hold on. I've seen so many women do I don't even know how they actually do this. Do a hip thrust, oh my God, off their neck, which is just so not comfortable, and I don't know, maybe that's why women hate hip thrusts. And then I've seen so many women just lay down on the bench. No. You need to make sure that your shoulder blades are on the bench. So you see where my top is? Right here. That's where you should be on the bench. So here we go. Let's lay down. You see my top, right? Whoop. This is me right now in the perfect hip thrust position. Okay, next thing is, you don't want to arch your back. You want it to be all sucked in. So my stomach is sucked in, my back is sucked in, it's straight. It's not going anywhere. Another thing, you are looking forward, chin to chest at all times. You never want to do this. What you do, always look straight. So you go down, and then you pull up with your hips. You go down, and you pull up with your hips. I hope this makes sense. The last thing is where do you place your feet? So this can be different for everyone, and you need to play around and see which actually works your glutes the most. But for the most part, the more your feet are out, the more hamstring you're gonna be working. The more your feet are in, the more quads. So you wanna do a sweet middle of 90-degree angle here to work those glutes. So hold on. Right, so you have your weight here, you go down, and you pull back up with your glutes. Don't forget to squeeze the glutes at the top here. You go down, you go up. Squeeze those glutes. Don't forget, knees out at all times, If your bench is too high, where you can see right now, right? This would not make a good hip thrust. It would be hip thrust off my neck. I'm gonna put my arms up. Tuck my feet in. I'm gonna push with my hips. Then I'm gonna comfortable myself where, again, my bra My top is on the bench. And what you do, you make sure you do a couple of reps and you make sure that your feet are at 90-degree angle when you go up. So can you see that? 90-degree angle. Your stomach is tucked in, everything is straight, everything is working. And right away with the first hip thrust, I feel my glutes. And you do as many as it takes for you to not want to do any more hip thrusts for the rest of your life. But you still do them because you want a nice ass. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget, knees out and look straight, 90-degree angle, and I think you will be fine. Make sure you're comfortable off the bench. You're not sliding on and off. There is a bench, you know, that you can buy hip thrust specific height to your height. So to make hip thrust more comfortable, but again, you don't have to buy anything. You can just work off the bench that you have or off the ground if you don't want to invest in the bench at all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.